Good morning, everyone. Grada here, coming to you from New Zealand to do my You the Miracle FM Facebook Live this week. I'm outside our little cottage where we're staying, and I want to show you something special. Look, we've got our own amazing waterfall in our backyard. How amazing is that? How lucky. Okay, hope you all get a really good look at it. Okay, look at that. So it's been raining non-stop in New Zealand, and it's been freezing cold. And so I am just going back into the cottage so I can share something that will be helpful for you to tune into your energy body, so that you can have the life that you want. So every Thursday night at 8 o'clock I do a live stream to help you tune into the miracle zone, I call it, and just to open you up to the energy flow that's all around us, so that you can change your life easily and faster, and not be dictated by your circumstances. I know it's not 8 o'clock in Australia tonight, but when it's 8 o'clock there, it's 10 o'clock here, and I will be in bed because tomorrow I am going to my nephew's wedding here in New Zealand. Anyway, so I just showed you this amazing waterfall that's been there forever, and it keeps roaring down the gully, and the sound of it, you know, I can't really block it out. And that made me think, of course, of the infinite energy in the universe that's all around us, that we are part of, and how can we connect to it more easy so that we can heal ourselves from our own diseases and illnesses and stresses, because we're actually living in a universe that where there is no scarcity. You know, it's full of abundant energy, and if we only know how to connect with it, we can change our finances, release pain and stress from our body, have a closer connection to our loved ones, and we wouldn't become so outward focused. We would become a little bit more internally focused, or we would learn how to internally resource. So today I actually want to go back to our 7 main connection points that are just outside our body, and they're called our chakra system. So we have 7 main chakras, and they actually allow the flow of energy from the universe to come into our body, or from the, you could say, from the invisible realm, and they turn it into, that invisible energy comes through our chakras, which are also invisible, by the way, but we can feel them, and some people can see them. And that energy then gets transformed into information and energy that our bodies can use. So recently I've been dealing with a lot of people who have pain and stress in their life, and none of these people had actually heard of the chakra system. So I thought today I'll just go back to the beginning and explain to you where they are and how you can actually activate them yourself. Because when you can do it yourself, it's much easier. Then you don't need to go to other people for help all the time. So first of all, I'm going to suggest that you rub your hands together, and inside the palms of your hands there's a real sensitive center, that when you tune into that more and more, the more often you use it, the easier it's to feel your energy, and then you can actually feel the energy that's just outside your body. Okay, there is a magnetic field, you could call it, that extends out and out. There are 7 energetic bodies, and we are neatly tucked into the center of it. Well, each of those bodies has its own energy center, and you could say this is the 7th connecting point, but I'll start here because you can see it. This is our crown chakra. So these chakras are sacred connecting points that connect us to infinite reality, infinite possibilities, infinite healing abilities, infinite amount of energy, infinite abundance. What else can I say? To our higher self, or to God, or the universe. And they help us be resilient and cope with changes. Because the key is we all get sick at different times. We all have stressful, interruptions or crisis times. And life is actually not really about balance, in my opinion. Life is more about, enjoying extremes, having a bit of fun, and having the ability to bounce back quickly. So to live more fearlessly, because you can rely on your internal resources. Okay, let me stop chatting about it. And I want to take you through a meditation today where I show you where your 7 main key points are that connect you to the universe. So remember, we're not just getting our energy from eating and drinking, we're getting actually most of our energy through these invisible portals, where the universal energy, like that big stream, that waterfall, enters our body. Our chakras are incredibly intelligent because they literally adjust the energy to a level that we can handle it. So for instance, imagine if you had this massive waterfall of energy trying to crash into your body, that would explode you, right? And you wouldn't exist anymore. So our chakra system would never do that to us, because it's highly intelligent and it's here working on our behalf. Even if we don't see it, we don't have to believe in it, but it's there. Each chakra also in turn feeds a particular gland. So for instance, if you have lots of thyroid issues, which many people have thyroid issues, you can heal your thyroid through the throat chakra, which is usually roughly about here, and using the color turquoise. So the throat chakra is the 5th portal or opening. Alright, so if you have time, and for everyone who is at home watching the replay later, you can simply skip the introduction and go to this part, and then maybe do this meditation every day for 7 days, and that's giving your chakras a little bit of attention, TLC and maintenance, and they work better for you. And that awareness that you develop is going to strengthen your intuition, which of course is really important as well. So now I just invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath into your body, and drop back a little bit, so you're connecting with the core of your being, like right into the core of your being. Imagine it's like a spaghetti or a pipe with energy that flows through your body. And now you're connecting to your true essence. So just close your eyes and breathe in. And that's unconditional love, because your true essence, in case you didn't know it, is actually unconditional love, nothing else. So just tune into that. Now if you want to open your base chakra, which is the first chakra, which is like the root system of a tree, I'll show you a very easy way to do it. You simply bounce up and down on your chair, or you just sit down real hard. Okay, now your base chakra is activated. So that's an easy way to do it. So now feel where your bottom sits on the chair, and then extending out from your bottom all the way into the ground, into the center of the earth. That's the base chakra. And just feel for yourself, intuitively tune in how that's going for you. Does it feel stuck? Does it feel sluggish? And you will know, because if it's stuck or sluggish, your energy doesn't feel very good. So visualize the color red now. Bring the color red to mind, and drop, and just pretend you're painting your base, the base of your body, where you sit on the chair, and down your legs and your feet, all the way to the center of the earth, with the color red. And breathe that color red into your base chakra. It's also called the first chakra. And breathe out all stresses. and distractions. Just be there for yourself. Now you can do this a bit longer, but I'm going to move on to the second chakra. So keep your eyes closed and now tune into the center of your pelvis. Actually, if you're a girl, tune into your womb space or the reproductive system. That's your second chakra. Now this chakra is to do with creative energy and the flow of life. It's very flowy. So again, just tune in to drop into your second chakra and intuitively see what's going on there for you. If it's very, very stuck, just light a little candle in that area in your mind's eye and visualize the color orange like a little orange flame and activate that energy a little bit. And this is going to help you connect to your creativity, make you feel blessed or grateful or blissful. That's what the color orange represents. And the color orange is also beautiful for healing old shocks and trauma. And if it helps you, you can rock backwards and forwards a little bit. Very gentle rocking motion, and that opens your second chakra. So now we've got the first and the second chakra activated. You move up to the third chakra, which is just below your diaphragm, and use the color yellow there. Color yellow, just imagine like the sun coming up after the night, dispelling the darkness. Just imagine beautiful, gentle sun rays radiating out from your center using the color yellow, softening that area, just soft and relaxed, and allowing all tensions to disappear and be released. Focus on your out breath. That feels better already. Now the third center is like indicative how we relate to others in our group and in our community. So just relax that a little bit and soften it. And it helps us to be less pushy and more confident and courageous. So now you have the bottom three chakras activated, and now you're connecting to your heart center. So just drop into your heart. And a heart is of course to do with love on all levels of our lives. Using the color green. Green is the color, the ray of unconditional love. So just imagine being out in beautiful nature or forest and tuning into your heart and allow your heart to harmonize. And then tune into the fifth center. So this center is really important because it's to do with independent decision making and independent speaking your own mind, your own will and purpose. And use the color turquoise. And again, just soften that a little bit. Using the color turquoise, like a turquoise scarf. When we soften and relax, everything becomes easier. Just soften the energy in the throat and feel kind of less stubbornness, less pushiness, and just relaxing, more sensitivity towards yourself. Because you are supported and assisted by the universe in everything you do. And now move up through the center of your body to the third eye, which is behind your eyes. And imagine if you have a second set of eyes behind your eyes, and they are connected to the divine eyes. And this is really the center where your intuition and intellect easily mingle together. Just take your attention back further into the back of your head, just back into the back of your head, and rest there for a little bit. It feels very, very restful and peaceful in there. Now you've got all 6 chakras humming, and now we go to the 7th chakra, which is kind of here, just above your head. And that's to do with connecting to outside knowledge that isn't really knowledge or information that you've gained in this lifetime per se, but it can be there as well. And it's also to do when you need to know more. It's connecting to the realm of all possibilities. So just enjoy that feeling. That you're connected to infinite possibilities, to your higher self, your true nature, your immortal self. And it just feels like the most normal energy ever, because it is. Okay, so now for the last minute, just tune into all 7 energy centers or sacred portals. The ancients knew about them, and just feel into those 7 energy centers of your body. Are they all clear now? And just mainly focus on the downward flow, because the downward flow is very, very calming. So allow energy from the crown of your head to flow through your body. All the different colors, and whatever shows up for you is perfect. And just allow the 7 energy centers, your 7 chakras, to tune into each other, to harmonize with each other, and maybe to start playing beautiful music for you. That's your own music. Dancing to your own tune, that's where that comes from. Okay, so just keep doing that for a minute. So, if you do this every day, that's giving your chakra system a little bit of maintenance work. Our chakras, of course, highly, highly intelligent, always there working on our behalf, and we don't really need to tweak anything. It's more a case of like, you need to, how you can help yourself most is take your attention to these 7 energy centers and become very familiar with them. And then when there's something stuck in your life, like in your relationships or in your finances or in your health, you can tune into your own body and open up the flow. It's like opening up a tap, right? A tap, and the energy starts to flow again. So you can also just quickly tune into your body again, and just imagine each chakra is like a tap. And does the tap need to open a bit more, or do you need to turn one down a bit so another one can open a bit more? And just check your body like that. Whichever analogy works for you will be just perfect. And that way you start to feel fully supported by the universe, because the universe is here to help us and to support us and to assist us in every way. If we feel kind of resistance in ourselves somewhere or in our relationships, I would also encourage you and suggest to you that you tune into your chakra systems and just ask yourself, where do I feel that particular resistance? And take your loving attention on that resistance. It's usually just stuck in one chakra center, right? It's usually not the case in all chakras. So choose that particular chakra, wash it with a bit of color, give it your loving attention, open up to it, because life will, how do I say that? We are all unconditional love. That's our true nature, but it's more about I want you to experience that feeling, and just we all need to learn to open up a little bit more, relax a bit more, soften a bit more, and increase our capacity to feel that unconditional love, so that it's real for us, so we get to enjoy it now, so we don't have to wait till we die or have a near-death experience that we realize, this is the truth of who I am. I want you to be able to experience that now in all your relationships, and especially in your own relationship with yourself. Because the biggest key to happiness is how much we love ourselves, and rather how kind we are to and considerate we are to ourselves, and what it looks for us when we love ourselves. Okay? I don't mean in a selfish way, I mean in a very, very healthy way. And that will be reflected in all our relationships and in the quality of our lives. So I hope you found this enjoyable, and I hope it helps you stay warm. I heard it's horrible, the weather in Tasmania is freezing cold and snowy, and I can tell you it's not much good here in New Zealand either. I hope it warms up a little bit tomorrow for the wedding, but I think the wedding is indoors, so it doesn't really matter. So tune into your chakras, create your own inner power, your inner fire, get your energies humming, and then you'll have a really, really good week. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and hope you get to watch the replay. Stay warm, and I love you all. Bye. See you next week.